And we are live here on the 2024 Student Showcase. I double checked, this is the fourth time we've done this, so hopefully you've been here before. Welcome back. And for all those of you who've not seen us do this, it's an amazing presentation, and we win all sorts of Daytime Emmy Awards for doing this because we're so good at it. And who is we? Well, I am TL Westgate, your favorite color correction and visual effects instructor, also the only one. But you know, it's the fact that counts that I'm your favorite. But we also have with us tonight more favorites. We've got Krista Luzinski, our program manager, and your least favorite instructor, Trent Duncan. Welcome, guys.
All right. Thanks for having us, TL.
Thank you so much, TL. And I really loved that introduction. That was on point. It was spot on, just like every year.
As TL said, I'm your least favorite, but I also do cinematography and lighting and also capstone. So I'll see you halfway through and then all the way at the end.
And like TL said, I'm Krista Luzinski. I'm your program manager. So I'm here to support you through the entirety of your program. Anything you need, you can always reach out to me.
All right. Let's get rolling. Here we go. So 2024 Digital Filmmaking Online Student Showcase. So this is a film festival style event exclusively for current students and alumni. We started that last year, alumni of the Los Angeles Film School Digital Filmmaking Degree Program. So tonight, we're going to announce the winners of each of our category.
And this year, our categories are Best Alumni Narrative, Best Alumni Documentary, Best Student Other, Best Student Narrative, Best Student Documentary, and our fan favorite.
And as you can see, we were jumping right into our first category, but we want to hold off for a second first. Before we get started, I want to bring in a special guest that we have here from Career Development. We have Steve Longo. He's going to be your best friend towards the end of your career here at LAFS because he's going to launch you into the next part of your career. Steve, take it away.
Hey everybody, Steve Longo live in Hollywood representing your team, your career development team, which is Marche Meeks, Charlotte Grady, and Freddie G. Orlando. We are your support system out here on the West Coast. Not only do I dress, there's Charlotte. Hey, Charlotte. We love this event. This is, I think, I'm here for two reasons: to let you know that we're here for you. We love watching your work. It's not the beginning. This is the handoff to career development. We want to help you get into festivals. We want to take all of these great works that you've worked on and bring them out into the industry. And we're here for you guys. And on a personal note, I work on a lot of programs. You guys have a winning team with Krista, TL, Duncan, Jenna. These are a group of people who really care about you. They're constantly telling us, calling us, telling us you should look out for this one and that one. Charlotte, anything to say before we move on?
Yeah, I just want to really lean into the film festival stuff. All of us, Marche, Freddie, myself, and Steve are very well versed in the film festival, regional stuff that's going on all over the country. So like Steve said, this could be just like the first go around. So if you want to have a meeting just to talk about film festivals, we can have a session to talk about that. It's not all resumes and boring stuff. We can talk about the more fun stuff too.
There you go. We look forward to seeing everything. Thanks for inviting us, guys, and we look forward to hearing from you. Email us. We'll put our stuff in the chat, and we're excited for an exciting night of screenings.
As always, good to see you. And speaking of film festivals, Charlotte and I went to a festival earlier this year and had a ton of fun. So it's a great networking opportunity to meet more filmmakers as well as show people your films. So definitely get in touch with the career development people. We will say goodbye to them for now. And gonna say hello again to Trent and Krista. And I'm gonna get out of the way and you guys have fun doing the awards.
Awesome. Well, thank you again so much to Steve and Charlotte for everything they do for our students. And I guess TL too. I mean, he's all right. But now jumping right into the films, this year we had a total of 31 submissions with 6 judges giving their thoughts on the films.
That's right. Each film was rated in 5 different categories. So that's video production quality, sound production quality, story development, editing, and overall production value.
We had some great submissions, so let's get started.
All righty, here we go. So for the best alumni narrative, that'll be the first one up. We'll start with that award. This category showcases the best from our digital filmmaking alumni in the narrative section. Okay.
Yeah, it's great to see what students are doing after they graduate and how they're using those filmmaking skills to tell their stories. So this year's alumni narrative winner is Magic by Devon Prim, class of 2022.
All right, congratulations. I feel like there needs to be like a magical.
You get to make the magical sound that goes with it, Trent. Didn't they tell you that that was going to be part of this event tonight? You're
Like,
here for all sound effects.
Better.
That was it. That was perfect.
That's the sound that introduces Devon, because I believe he's coming in tonight, isn't he?
I hope so. I think he said he was going to be here. Did you get a chance to watch this film, Trent?
I did. It was actually fun. So this is a great example. And if you haven't seen it, go back into the showcase on YouTube and check it out. But this is a great example of all you need is your camera, one person inside an apartment, and then just shoot some really cool shots. There were some very nice cinematic shots. Nothing that's just huge production value, huge crew, huge cast. It's very simplistic, very easy. So this is a good type of film that I encourage everyone to do something like this in order to practice your skill set. Writing, blocking, cinematography, shooting, lighting. Okay, use those shallow depth of field shots. So there's a variety of those in this short film, which make it very attractive and ultimately something easy that you and every other filmmaker can do to kind of really bolster your skill set.
I loved this one. I just thought, the plot was something that it could be seen as really simplistic, but yet the story, it really got you and it really drew you in. And just having one actor and just it was that shot variation and just the emotion of it. I thought it was a really, like you said, it was a really great example of what you can do with just a small crew. I don't know if it was a small crew, but what you could do with a small crew.
It was actually just him. I saw in some of the stuff when he submitted it. He was the director, cinematographer, editor, producer. He did lighting. He was the writer. I don't know if he was the actor. He must have had somebody else.
I think he had someone. I do remember. I think seeing that someone else was the actor in it. But again, there was no dialogue in it, and it didn't need it. And I thought that was part of what made it so unique and so special.
That's the best part. You don't always need to add that dialogue. Sometimes it's better just to show.
Exactly.
Talk. All right, so he might not be around, but that's okay. We're going to move forward. If he jumps in later, that's great. We're going to move on to our best alumni documentary. All right.
So it's always great to see what our digital filmmaking alumni go on to produce narrative and documentary films, because we know Charles Sutter would be proud. So this year's alumni documentary winner is Her Story by Karan Andrews, class of 2023.
All right. Congratulations.
Exactly. And we know Karan is not a first-time winner here at the Student Showcase. We know he's won previously.
He is actually he's a regular, and he actually recently just graduated. I saw him in Capstone production.
Yes.
This was not the Capstone film that he did, so this was actually something new.
Yeah, I think most of his work we've seen has actually been narrative films. So it was nice to see a different take on some of his filmmaking skills.
Yes, he unfortunately is not available tonight, so I'll accept actually TL can accept the award as behalf. But he is not available. But yes, all the stuff that I have seen from him has been narrative, and so I was kind of surprised to see a documentary, but pleasantly surprised. It was very well done.
I thought, especially for a documentary, I thought it was a really interesting take on his approach for this one. I also love the little swag you're doing right here. But I thought this was a different take on documentary filmmaking, especially from something we've seen come through the program or come from one of our alumni or current students. And I really enjoyed it.
Again, I'll just, before we move on, this is, if you haven't seen it, go back and just check it out. This is a perfect example of a documentary film that I think everybody should do. It's just a simple story about a woman, and then she just tells her story. I'm not sure if it's his mother, sister, aunt, or someone, but she tells a story about her mom passing away and how that inspired her to go into real estate. Simplistic. I did one similar to that on my grandmother. Like it's a great just
the narrative approach to it, I think, is what really draws you into it and really makes you relate to and feel for the character as you're watching it, which was fantastic.
And it gives you a chance to do some cool cinematic shots. So highly encourage you to do something like this. Very simple. Everybody knows somebody in their family that has a story to tell. Go use your skills.
Perfect.
All right, we're moving on to our student categories now. Alumni. All right, congratulations there. All right.
Little applause.
So we've had several videos submitted to our other category. We're going to do our other category, which showcases unique projects that don't necessarily have a narrative or a documentary feel. So this is like music videos, commercials, promotional videos, or even experimental films.
And this year, our nominees include a demo reel, a music video, and a comedy sketch. So our nominees for Best Student Other Submission are
Swing.
Really Good Time from Chris Denny, music video from Jason Vasquez, and Golden Boy from Lincoln Zonka. And the winner is Golden Boy from Lincoln Zonka.
So these are all three very different projects: a demo reel, a music video, and this Golden Boy, which is kind of like a music video as well too.
I would say it's an elongated music video is kind of how I viewed it after watching it.
I would say it's comedy gold is what
I would also agree with that. I watched it once. I was dying, and then I had to have my husband watch it. I was like, you got to see this.
If you have not seen that, those of you watching, please go just check it out later today. It's absolutely ridiculous, over the top comedy enjoyment. It's wonderful.
Exactly what it should be. It's the perfect amount of over the top. Like I don't even want to talk about it because I just want everyone to go watch it.
It's great.
Because you can't talk about it. You just need to watch it.
How do you come up with something like this? It's great.
Do you know he's in DFM 115?
Wow. So that's very beginning.
He's in the second digital filmmaking class in our program.
Oh, wow. It's very creative and very fun. So a lot of some high, good job, Lincoln. All right. Starting off strong here. We'll see plenty of projects from him.
I mean, overall, the student showcase this year was incredibly strong. I was very impressed with every entry we had, which is, I think, why this was actually very difficult for all of our judges this year.
It was. Okay, congratulations, Lincoln. Let's move on to our best student documentary. All right, we had a few in this category. The best student documentary showcases true life stories told by our digital filmmaking students for school projects or personal projects that they have done.
So documentaries offer an opportunity to educate, inspire, and deepen our understanding of the world, as well as foster empathy towards others.
All right, the nominees for Best Student Documentary are Hope for Home. All right, San Diego. That's My Flag and Breaking Through. All right, a couple of good ones. Definitely a couple of good ones. And very close here, but the winner is Ricky with Hope for Home, San Diego documentary. Excellent work. Okay, this was really close category with all these, actually. Really close with the judges. Ricky just nudged out the top just barely, but it's a very good documentary. Just talks about a lot of the homelessness that's going on in San Diego. It talks from different viewpoints too. It's not one of those documentaries that just hits you from like this one angle and you're like, I get it. Okay.
I think that's what was very striking about it is he talked to members of the homeless population, but then as also people who wanted to support them and talked about why it was such a problem and people shouldn't be trying to foster them out. I thought that was very interesting, the different viewpoints he took from it.
Excellent. Yeah. And of course, the others were really good too. This Is My Flag. A lot of really good cinematic shots. Okay. Countryside shots. So that is very beautiful, well done project as well. Okay. Let's move on. Congratulations, Ricky. Let's head to the Best Student Narrative now. Here we go. Best Student Narrative, which is the category showcases the narrative films from our school projects and personal projects shot by our students here at LAFS.
So this is a big category with lots of nominees and lots of submissions, but the top nominees for Best Student Narrative are Ghostly Giggles by John McLean, Fallback by Lori Moore, and It's Out There by Caitlin Provins. And the winner is Fallback by Lori Moore.
Yay! Yeah. I feel like we should. Is Lori confirmed to come on here for the winner? I feel like she was. I wonder if
Lori was.
I wonder if there's stuff going on behind in the backstage that
there's stuff in the scenes behind the scenes that we don't know about.
Yeah, you check Discord. Is anything going on? Do you have any messages of like, hey, we're trying to get a hold of you? Because usually we have one guest come in. Oh, there's TL. All right.
I'll accept the award. No, we don't have. Oh, here, maybe if I put the link in the Yahoo or the Yahoo. Where did Yahoo come from?
What year is it?
It also starts with a Y in the YouTube chat. So Lori can jump in hopefully in a second. Oh,
Yay! Congratulations.
Thank you. Hey, TL. Hey, guys.
Lori, great work. You recently did this in DFM 480. I saw you.
Oh, so you had a little sneak peek that I didn't get. I got to experience it for the first time during the
I
showcase.
saw the raw footage. Yeah. So, Lori, just talk about the concept of your film real quick for everyone that has not seen it.
Yes, that's a little bit of a delay. I'm trying to do this. Hold on.
We have a delay. Okay.
Yeah. So, one more time.
Tell us about the concept of your film and how you came up with it.
Got it. So the concept was bred out of a simple, don't write a check your butt can't cash, pretty much. I wanted to try and do where you guys show and don't tell, but the character that I developed was really chatty. So I made sure that my main character was the opposite of that. So it was basically, don't judge a book by its cover, and don't try to interrupt someone trying to read it.
That was good. And for those that don't know, definitely check it out. But it takes place inside of a jail cell. So there's an inmate in a jail cell that's already currently there. And then a new person comes in thinking they're all tough and they're super chatty. And then the tables are turned towards the end of it. And basically the one chatty, tough person is like, whoa, okay, I'll sit down. I'll be cool.
So can you tell us a little bit about the location and how you ended up finding the location and some of the pros and cons of shooting there?
That location was amazing. I'm a Peerspace fanatic, and I've done live music events there on Peerspace, and I saw this particular Peerspace where it was just a whole bunch of sets. And I said, I want to invest in whatever I do. So I decided this is the one. I saw that set. I think I saw the set as I was writing my story. So it just motivated the story even more. And then I researched it. I spoke to the gentleman who runs it, and then I was, just doing my research. There's people on the Yelp side of it that would say, "Hey, it's a little smaller than you expected." So I did my homework to make sure, okay, this is what we're going to anticipate when we go into production. And I booked about 12 hours and was done in 10.
That's the way you want to do. You always want to come in under the amount of time rather than over the amount of time.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Well done. All right. So you're about to graduate. All right. What's next for you?
So I'm already working with the Civil Rights Institute, and there was a grant given to filmmakers in the Riverside, California area to do 30 documentaries on homegrown heroes. And I've been working on that since December. So I plan to continue that relationship. And through that relationship, I've met Senator Roth, Sabrina Cervantes, a lot of different representatives here in California, and that just seems to be unleashing more potential relationships to do more documentary, which I didn't anticipate. I was fully thinking narrative, but I'm enjoying the documentary side professionally. So I intend to see where that takes me for now.
That's
like
fantastic.
Get out there,
Congratulations
make
on
those
everything.
contacts.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, good. So, fantastic. Any last words of advice for some of the students, former students, folks watching today before we let you head out of here?
Yeah. So I would just say, think outside the box. Don't be afraid to try things, and set aside some money so that you can put your best foot forward. And if you can't, you don't have to. But if just know where you want to invest and be wise about your story. Make a good story first, and then everything else will fall into place. I want to just try and get outside the box and see what else that I can do. So I just encourage everybody else to see what we can do. Let's get outside of ourselves.
That's some great advice. Thank you so much, Lori. I really appreciate that. And I think that's very valuable.
All right. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to move on to our final category now, which is the fan favorite. So just to recap, we've had our best alumni narrative. Congratulations to Devon. Best alumni documentary. Oh, wait, Karan Andrews, definitely a repeat offender here of winning awards. And we had our best student other category, Golden Boy, okay, by Lincoln. Our best student documentary was Hope for Home, San Diego by Ricky, helping us out there. And the best student narrative, we just talked to Lori doing Fallback. All right, so check out those films. Krista, we forgot to announce what the winners get. Can you tell them what they receive?
So all of our winners are going to be receiving Amazon gift cards. So just another little, as well as bragging rights for winning in their categories of the showcase, they do get a little something extra. So do be keeping an eye out for an email about that as well.
All right. Fantastic. So our last category of the evening, the fan favorite vote. Okay. So you, the fans, and those that watched with an LAFS email address are the ones that voted. And you voted for the video that you thought was the best out of all of them. So all your peers, here we go.
So voting took place during the showcase and was open to anyone, like Trent said, with an LAFS email address. And the showcase video with the most fan votes was a tie. So to spoil that a little bit. So congratulations to Finding Acceptance from Andrew DeBennett and Hostage in the Chamberlain House from Calla Roan.
All righty. Congratulations. Yeah, literally the judges, we had the same amount of votes for each of these. It was fantastic. They were well done. Oh,
Andrew's here with us. Congrats, Andrew.
Thank you so much.
That was a great film.
All right. Andrew did Finding Acceptance. All righty. This is the first time I have seen this one. Andrew, tell us, where are you at in the program, actually?
I'm sorry, one more time?
Where are you at in the program?
I'm working on my documentary post-production.
Oh, okay. Very nice. With Charles.
You're a little more than halfway. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. So Finding Acceptance, tell us about this story, how you came up with it.
I pulled a lot of experience from growing up in high school, being bullied a lot. I've saw kids being picked on because they're different. So that's mostly where my story came from was, don't judge a book by a cover because you don't know how big and how good that heart can be.
This is true. Yes, it's about a young lady in a wheelchair. She goes to school for the first day, right? And there's a group of kids there, and then some of them tease her, but then others kind of accept her in. And then she shows kindness to one of the bully individuals, and then they kind of help each other out and kind of move forward from there.
It all shows what that positive impact for one person, how it really is like a domino effect, right? Yeah. Treat one person with kindness and respect, and it's just going to move forward that way. And I think that was a really great message in telling that story, how you did, and you did it in a really great way.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
All right. Any other projects you have on the horizon aside from student assignments?
Actually, I do. I have a kind of a suspense thriller working in the works right now.
Cool.
Oh, very nice. Anything you want to share about it quick, or you want to kind of keep it on the down low in case you want to see it next year?
I can, yeah. So it's kind of a killer keeps kind of a secret book of list. I'll give you the title, actually. It's The List of Bodies I Buried in the Woods.
I like it.
Okay. I like it. That's right up Trent's alley.
That's the log line.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like those long titles like that. That's fantastic.
Good. Thank you. I'll definitely be keeping an eye out for that one. So make sure you share it with us.
Absolutely. I sure will.
Thank you.
Seeing that and your capstone project that you have coming up here soon as well, too.
Well, you'll be seeing Trent for that one.
Okay. You got it.
All right. Thank you so much, Andrew. Have a wonderful evening. Congratulations again. All right. That was it. TL, do we have anybody?
We've got Kayla was in the YouTube chat, and I sent her the link. She's having a hard time getting on is all. So hopefully she can rectify that here real quick and jump in and receive her accolades as well.
Excellent. While we wait for that, go ahead and tell us a little bit about the after party I got planned there, TL.
Oh, it's going to be hella lit. We are going to raise the roof So yes, as soon as this is over, I'm going to start up a Zoom, and I'll put the link in the Facebook student group, and we'll put it in Discord, and the winners and all their adoring fans can join in.
Yeah, that's something you do every month, right? Do you have kind of a student mingle?
Yes, every month we have the mid-month student mixer where we also do some roof raising, and it is also hella lit as well.
Can we also enjoy TL's movie poster that's coming through the background of his screen? So we have like double TL.
Over here, yep, right there.
There he is. That's from one of TL's films, in case anyone is wondering.
Daughter.
That's interesting. A little creepy, interesting. Fantastic. Okay, everybody loves hella lit and roof raising for lots of.
Is that what they've said? What year did they start saying that, TL?
80s.
80s.
Mm-hmm.
You know, before you were born.
I was born in the 80s.
Oh
wow!
It was at the end of the 80s, but it was the 80s.
So looks like Kayla might be having some trouble. That was the last award. So I say we just wrap it up here. Maybe she can jump into the after party, hang out there. I highly suggest everyone kind of jump into that and join those and the live sessions that we have each week. You never know who you're going to meet, who you're going to network with, and those people could be lifelong connections for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we enjoy watching what our student body creates, and we plan on many more student showcases. So just keep creating, whether it be in school, out of school, just in general, keep being as creative as possible, and just live your passion over here. And so keep up the great work.
All right. Congratulations, everyone. Good turnout this year. Keep pushing forward with those filmmaking aspirations. We love to see that. And we'll see you again next time.
So thank you, everyone, and have an awesome night. We will see you at the after party, raising the roof.
And getting hella lit.
Getting hella lit.